Be curious, dream big, and never give up.
Don't be afraid to continue to be great.
No matter what you want to do, you just have to start.
Have a goal that you want to move towards and take the first step.
Pursue something that you're passionate about and that you feel is satisfying a sense of purpose.
As long as you enjoy what you're doing and you put your entire heart and soul into it, you can do whatever you want.
I started Phones for Charity in July of 2021. I collect donations of old or used phones, and I take those phones and I then resell them online, or I fix them and resell them, and I donate the proceeds back to the respective organizations and charities where I collected them. Got into refurbishing phones. Really it happened when COVID hit and I was kind of stuck at home, just kind of bored looking for something to do, and I got into selling and reselling phones. Initially started as for a profit, and then that kind of evolved into refurbishing phones, and had a desire to have a positive benefit in my surrounding community, and that was kind of what led to the Phones for Charity. I have phone collection drives at Hamilton currently, and then I donate all the proceeds that are raised from those phones back to the Hamilton Student and Welfare Fund. And then I really wanted to expand, and I emailed a lot of nonprofits and charities, and United Food Bank was willing to help me out with this initiative, and Closed Captain was also willing to do that, so I ended up partnering with them.
I created a rapid and automated system to screen for blood diseases. So the two parts of my project were first this 3D printed piece which you can attach to like a cell phone, and it basically turns your cell phone into a microscope. And so with the camera we can capture images of blood cells. And the second part of my process was basically analyzing those blood cells to determine if there's disease. So I developed a web application using image processing techniques and machine learning, and what it does is tell you which cells are diseased as well as whether you should see a doctor about your disease diagnostic. So I'm hoping with my project that in these regions where blood tests are more difficult to come by, that it'll make the tests more accessible and easier for patients to be able to get early diagnostics. I am a cancer survivor, and being in the hospitals and going through treatment has really motivated me to put my work into the medical field and help with disease diagnostics. So with the microscope I was able to target blood diseases specifically because you need the microscope to see the blood cells. And so I was basically able to connect those two challenges and develop one solution that can encompass all of it.
I designed the wildfire prevention system, and basically it uses satellite and meteorological data to predict hotspots, which are areas where wildfires can occur using artificial intelligence. And then what it does is it sends a drone to the location to spray fire retardant to effectively prevent wildfires. I was inspired to solve this problem when my family and I were driving home from LA. There was a huge wildfire which was in our path, and it was destroying everything. Being so close to the fire, and then also having friends who actually had to evacuate their homes because the fire was so unpredictable, that really made me want to solve that problem. But after doing months of research and taking online courses, I finally figured out how I could use artificial intelligence to solve wildfires. Any words of encouragement really keep me motivated. I think it's also the inspiration that I've gotten. Even from elementary school, my teachers supported me with my science fair projects. All of these experiences have really helped me find my love for science, and so that's why I really invested time into this, because I really believe that I could make a difference.
Well, it was a really fun year. We won our annual Westwood tournament, got to play in Florida, a really good experience for us. We're the first team featured on ESPN, and we played the #1 team in the country, and then we also got back-to-back state titles.
It was a very proud and honoring experience being able to play on ESPN, especially with it being the first time high school volleyball has ever been featured.
We've been playing with each other for a really long time, and we actually kept the same team that we had last year. We didn't add anybody new to it just because we felt like the atmosphere in the gym was so good, and we just wanted to keep everything the same.
I think it's really easy for our team to be able to trust each other, especially for how long we've known each other. And it's also a really good feeling to know that no matter what, someone's always going to have your back, whether you're down, whether you made a mistake, or even when you get a point, someone's always there for you and you're always there for them.
We've had a lot of large senior classes before that have been full of talented girls, but being able to say majority of the girls are playing at the next level is really cool. I think just being able to make history for our school and our city is pretty awesome. Hamilton Huskies on 3! 1, 2, 3, Hamilton Huskies! Yeah.
I eat a lot of ice since I was younger, and I've always wanted to start a business, and so it's hot, Arizona, so I thought shaved ice would be the best idea to start a business, especially for my first business. In early February, I put together a business plan on a website that I found because I was looking up how I should start a business now that I had this idea. It took me like a month to create my business plan, but when I finally had it, I presented it to my parents. And I created a whole investor presentation for them to show them that I'm not messing around and this is actually something that will produce a profit. The community was so supportive. They were so nice. They came up to me and like, oh my gosh, you started a business, you're 15, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I wish I would have done that when I was younger, and they were just so supportive. It made me feel really accomplished. The thing I'm most proud of from starting this business is that I was able to turn a profit, pay back my parents, and stand outside for 12+ hours in the Arizona heat in 112-degree weather every day this summer.
We raised toys for the Arizona Cancer Foundation for Children.
It was September, so we usually do stuff for the Children's Hospital then. We do that because September is the cancer month.
We donated toys and everybody wore gold for Go Gold Day.
My friends and I, we all held up posters to remind everybody to bring toys and to wear gold. We both had it. I think it was nice when I got them because I didn't really have anything else to do.
I had a lot of toys that I got when I was in the hospital that I didn't use, so I just donated them.
When we got the toys, it made me feel good. I know that the people at the hospital are going to be happy.
A couple years ago, I donated a pair of sneakers to a local student, and seeing his reaction filled me with so much joy and happiness that I knew I had to take this to a larger scale. Our first media appearance, we raised, I think, about $7,000 within the first week of that story airing. It was unbelievable momentum, and that's when I knew that we really had something, that the community wanted to support a positive story that was really changing lives here in Chandler. The mindset I had was go big or go home, and I wasn't going home. So I knew I was going to help every single student at the school from preschool up to 6th grade. And through the supplier that Shoes That Fit uses, we were able to purchase enough shoes and socks to help every single student at these elementary schools. I remember the students were like, Sam, how much did you raise? And I would tell them the amount, about $15,000 for that first event, and their jaws would drop. They're like, oh my gosh, we thought you raised millions. And it was just awesome. But I think these kids really realized that they too can make any event like this happen. A new pair of shoes provides this instant impact on someone's life, right? It's the boost of confidence. You stand tall with pride, and you can just walk around knowing that your feet are going to be comfy. You run a little bit faster, I think, sometimes, and it just makes you so happy to look down and know that you have shoes on your feet that you can enjoy. It not only affects them, but it radiates to everybody else around them too. So it's so nice seeing that and knowing that just one pair of shoes can make a really big positive impact.
So we first went into the qualification matches in Worlds, and we did pretty good. We were able to get 2nd place in our division, and then we won a division championship. So we moved on to the overall finals. We were able to get the max score possible, but that tied with some other teams. So we went into a tiebreaker run in which I did the max score with 10 seconds left. That tiebreaker time was able to win us the world championship, and it was pretty stressful, but overall a great experience.
When we won World, it was kind of like all of our years of doing VEX paid off, and it was all worth it in the end.
This competition was also the biggest online robotics competition in the world, making it an official Guinness World Record, but unofficially, Karan set the world record for fastest max score with the most amount of stop time, which is pretty cool. It's not actually a Guinness thing, but I don't know, I can email them.
It was the largest online robotics world competition, so for us it really didn't mean as much as winning, obviously, because that's what we had been aspiring to do for these many years. But it's still really cool to be a part of something that is changing the books.
It's kind of like we're making history in a way, VEX history, and yeah, it's amazing.
For me personally, winning VEX Worlds taught me the life lesson that hard work and determination always pays off. And it really taught me that if I put my mind to it, I can do anything.
Giving back and being able to see the impact that I'm having in my community really makes me happy, and it really warms my heart to be able to do something beneficial and do something that I believe is meaningful and worthwhile.
Helping made me feel good.
It's just a fun thing to do.
Helping others provides a feeling that no other experience can give. It is this extreme happiness and satisfaction and sense of fulfillment I really don't think we can find anywhere else.
If it's something that you enjoy and that you truly enjoy doing it and you put a lot of work, a lot of time into it, you're going to be good at it. Winning is going to come like as a side effect.
I think that anyone who's interested in science should really just like take the first step. When you first start, it's really important that you have a passion and a goal that you want to move towards, and sort of the steps in the middle are where you learn all the skills.
Even when I was creating my solution, I faced many roadblocks, but I think that just the mentality that nothing is impossible can definitely help you go further with any project that you want to do.
If you have a dream, no matter what other people say about it, just do what you want to do. Even if you think you'll fail at it, at least you'll say that you did it.
We won our state title junior year, and everyone says it's hard to go back to back, it's hard to repeat, pressure, a lot of different factors, but we wanted it, so we got it, because we work hard, trust each other, and love volleyball.
I have learned that nobody is too small to make an impact. Kindness is always needed, and that whenever you have a goal or a dream, go for it and don't give up, because it is possible.